going on, everybody? Welcome back to the 10th episode of the INSOMNIACS Podcast. I'm your host, Nova. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We got, to start off our panel members, CoolHandCruz. What up, CoolHand?
What's going on, baby?
We got iTrip in the house.
Yo, yo, yo.
Shout out to our current producer, C-Dollah.
What it do, baby? It's the Iceman Paul Wall.
Yes.
And last but not least, let's show some love for my boy CC.
What it does, cuz.
What it does, cuz. All right. Shout out to you, Griffin, in the chat. Appreciate the support. And anyone else who's tuning in, yo, drop a comment. We want to see y'all pretty faces here. We want to kick it with y'all. We have a super action-packed show for you guys tonight. Well, news-packed, I'll say. And some good amount of smoke in there, too. But before we get into it, CoolHand, what games came out this week?
Man, today's a short and sweet week. We only got one release, and it came out today. Watch Dogs Legions coming out for all systems, man. Go on and get that. Shout out to Hip Hop Gamer. He has a track on there, and show some support and love. And that's all for what's coming out from this week, Thursday to Thursday.
Okay.
How
Sounds
about,
good.
Ghost Runner.
Yeah, CoolHand. What about Ghost Runner?
What about
Ghost Runner?
Man?
No one cares about Ghost Runner.
That did just drop, and it has been heavily promoted. So
We got 82 on Metacritic.
Okay, Ghost Runner came out today.
All right. Whoa. 2 days ago.
2 days ago. Look, see, we're not talking about what came out 2 days ago. We came out Thursday to Thursday. See,
Okay. Well,
Thursday to Thursday.
Or last Thursday?
No, this Thursday to next Thursday.
Oh, okay, true.
Yeah, look at you, eat crow.
he don't even know. Let's get into it, guys. First and foremost, let's talk about, like I said, we have a quite the news packed show for y'all tonight. Let's start off with the PS5. If y'all don't know, Travis Scott and PlayStation have a collaboration on the way. And let's talk a little bit about it. So to start off, I mean, wow. When we all saw this happened right after our last show, we saw how big this news was. I mean, from a marketing standpoint, you have Travis Scott, who, if you guys don't know, rapper, I'm sure everyone knows who Travis Scott is. Recently, did the PlayStation thing. I mean, he did the McDonald's thing. He did the Fortnite collaboration where he did a concert during, around the start of COVID. So he's had a huge year this year, and the fact that he's now partnering with PlayStation is huge because, as we all know, as you all may or may not have younger siblings or cousins or nephews, nieces, they all love Travis Scott, right? So seeing this is definitely really smart in Sony's from their position, because they're getting someone who's killing it in marketing in general when it comes to, Fortnite, McDonald's, like I mentioned. But now he's bringing that energy over to the PlayStation. I mean, wow, you couldn't have got a better person to, help market your console. So just to start off, CoolHand, what are your thoughts on this?
This is just, I mean, at this point, it just shows me that, hey, PlayStation has the mind share, and with this Travis Scott collaboration, they're kind of running away with it. You know what I mean? They just, the gap got bigger. You know what I mean? Travis Scott, as we all know, man, marketing genius at this point. Whoever's on his team, whoever does his stuff, like managing him, or if he's doing it himself, man, it's smart. And we all know this collaboration with Nike, I mean, with Travis Scott is simple because, he's with Nike, and PlayStation and Nike have always done great collaborations with each other. Let's not forget the Paul George PlayStation kicks, the PlayStation hoodies that dropped from Nike, the backpacks, all that stuff that dropped a couple years ago. Let's not forget the Nike Air Force Ones. Man, 2 of them, remember? 2 drops, especially the ones that you got from E3.
Yeah. And he did tease a new Nike Dunk shoe, which we haven't seen live, but it's on the video playing. Yeah, I mean, this is exciting. This is very exciting news.
Yeah, no, it's just like I said, it's a huge thing, marketing genius. Like we all know, Astro World merch is kind of what put him over the edge there. You know, kids love him. He's got this younger generation of like preteens, teenagers, and even young adults like my age. Like we're not even gonna downplay this. You know, besides the McDonald's, even the McDonald's collaboration was huge, and that wasn't even nothing special. It was just a Big Mac. I mean, it was just a whatever quarter pounder with bacon on it. That was all it was. It was a quarter pounder with bacon on it. No special box.
Right. It's literally just what he orders.
No special. But I'm saying no special bag. No, like, you know, it didn't say it's lit when you open the box. It was plain. You know what I mean? Like it was plain, and people went crazy for it. So you don't think this is gonna be something? Come on, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Griffin. He said the PlayStation PGs were absolute fire. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they were.
Yep. Well, we got.
Yeah, I wanted a special edition with the backpack.
Yeah, the backpack was fire. I wanted the hoodie. I wanted the hoodie so bad.
Hey man, yeah. I'm happy I got my PS4 Air Force Ones. Them shits is gonna stay dead stock for a minute until I get my my PlayStation 1 Air Force Ones, and then maybe these Travis Scott ones too, because I need that PlayStation merch. And speaking about merch, I know a couple of years ago, our Xbox guys, they did get a Jordan 1. You know, we got to be fair. They got a throw up green colored.
Yeah, them Jones was boo boo though.
Beauty green.
Tell me why they selling more than those PlayStations.
Which PlayStation?
Yeah, multiple ones. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got one.
The ones that they came out with. So E3, like the ones that came out at the same time. I mean, obviously, yes, some older shoe is going to be more expensive, especially if it's rare. So we're talking about the same shoe that came out the same year as the PlayStation.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the Xbox American Girl collection.
Why are you running from this?
Hey, so if you check out Mr. Logic 301's Twitter, Xbox gave him a Xbox Series X to play with.
Yeah, we saw that.
We're not even talking about this one. Not even about it.
Yeah, catch Mr. Logic's Among Us stream today?
I don't even know what's going on with you today, C-Dollah, but no. Who is that?
So Logic has left the rap career, and now he's a full-time Twitch streamer.
Gamer. Yeah, any a gamer, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Again,
Played Among Us with Pokimane and PewDiePie and Valkyrie, Toast, all the big streamers.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
You're doing this on purpose. But anyways, we're talking about another rapper, Travis Scott, right? Someone with clout and is respected by the hip hop community.
And has style.
Anyways.
What's going on, Bobby?
Getting back on to subject, this Travis Scott deal is huge. It helps PlayStation retain that mind share, especially among younger folks who want to go wherever their favorite rapper is going. So, I mean, if I'm a 12-year-old and I'm seeing this and I idolize Travis Scott, it's not making me look towards an Xbox. I'll say that. Does anyone else have anything to say about this? I mean, this is a big deal.
Yeah, I mean those sneakers are pretty fire. I can't even lie. I'm definitely gonna try to get a pair, figure out how, and probably fail. But I'm gonna try.
No, we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. $. We're gonna get these PlayStation Dunks.
But is it gotta download the sneakers app and then it's gonna tell me I failed?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get 3.
Hey, Griffin Queen, you know the vibes, man. You know the vibes. We don't talk about that, man.
Bobby?
But yeah. I mean,
Jesus.
God damn, it's like Voldemort.
This is definitely a big deal, for PlayStation. And I'm actually surprised that our Xbox brethren have nothing to say about this whole Travis Scott deal. Like, y'all don't listen to Travis Scott.
I mean, I listen to Travis Scott, but the things I like are the things I like, not just because someone else likes it. So, yeah. I don't follow the crowds. You know me, Andy. Come on. I mean,
but you've seen. Hold on.
Last time I heard you say you don't follow the crowd, you got third.
Oh wait.
I like Travis Scott.
let's not stray away from the main point though. Do you think this is a great partnership?
Yes. Oh, well, of course, you can't deny that's a great partnership. Like you said, like all the followers, all the fans, they're gonna see him. They're gonna see him with PlayStation. That's boom. It's just like that. I mean, that's the majority of how people are. The sheep follow the herd.
Would you say this makes the PS5 the more popular console because they have probably arguably the biggest artist right now in terms of popularity?
No, I don't think they're gonna solely base the console and the rapper just because of that. I think it's gonna help, but it doesn't propel it as much as you think it does.
Okay.
But it definitely does add on for sure. You can't deny that at all.
I love me some Travis, but I'm not going out there to buy a PlayStation because Travis is on the PlayStation.
But are you gonna buy the sneakers?
Hell no, he's not buying the sneakers.
And that's to fucking resell them.
Okay.
He does it like Travis did it for the bag.
Or I might wear them to some PlayStation release, the next one, and then just buy one, and then just throw it on the ground and just get all y'all pissed.
Take a knife to him while you're there.
I already bought 5 Xboxes this time around, so it ain't nothing but a chicken wing.
Hey. You're not getting me pissed. You're not getting me pissed. If you buying a PS5, you still getting Sony their money. You're still giving them what they want anyway. So at the end of the day,
taking it away from some fan in the line.
Okay.
I respect petty level got to be on 1,000. I respect the petty level. I respect it.
Yo, viewers who are tuning in right now, drop something in the chat, guys. We definitely want to hear your thoughts on this. Do y'all care about this Travis Scott release? Do you think it makes sense? It's a good marketing move. We want to know. Let us know. I mean, I think this is just PlayStation had already pressure on Xbox's necks, and now they're applying more pressure. Like, yeah, we got the Travis collab. What's up?
They're definitely putting a lot of pressure on us right now, and they're definitely showing a lot of cards. So, yeah. I mean, we gotta realistically on the Xbox side, like we need to be showing something too, because it just feels like you guys are getting all this shit right now.
Yeah, that's the fridge.
And that's important. You say that as a supporter of Xbox because it's like y'all want the marketing deals too, right? You guys want to make a gain on mindshare. You guys want more people coming over to your system. So having like a big celebrity or someone endorse the console that people care about because
how about
Future, if you're listening, endorse Xbox.
Did you just say Future?
Yeah, I'll take Future.
Bro, Future canceled in these streets. He's not PG. The other thing, the Travis Scott thing. I mean, he's not canceled, but Travis Scott is super palatable to kids. Future's not.
I'm not looking for kids. Like, I don't want kids in my life. That's the thing. That's the difference between you and I. I want Future.
But we gotta put on our marketing hat. If you want kids to buy your system, because they're the ones asking their parents to buy you things, so you want to
get Lil Yachty or something. All right,
Lil Yachty versus. Come on.
Hold on. I mean, if
it's kids you're going for.
I'll say this: if Microsoft can get a guy like Yachty, that helps. I mean,
please don't.
Big.
Please don't.
I love Yachty low key, but sorry, don't. Yeah.
Shout out Griffin in the chat saying
I just want them both. Like I want Future and Drake.
Right, hold on. Shout out Griffin Queen in the chat saying cares 0% about a Travis release. Haha. Good for him for continuing to get his bag, but the dude is so corporate.
Big facts.
I mean, big facts. I don't think anyone disagrees with you on that. I just think that. Again, take off your game.
But the question was about what's best for the company, and that is very, very much in their interest.
Exactly. And from a marketing standpoint, you want to grab the kids, right?
But when you ask us, whackness. I know.
It's a double-edged sword.
100%.
How's it a double-edged sword? Please explain.
You can only be so hot for so long until they be like, man, that's corny. You know what I mean?
If he fucks up or does something fucked and the media gets wind of it, Sony looks bad.
That's a big.
That's that risk that they're taking. That's the only way I could see this being any type of a negative is if he gets caught doing something he shouldn't have, or saying something.
But we now we on TMZ talk now. Like that's a big.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. I won't. I'll shut up then. I fucking hate that show.
I'm just saying, like, we're just saying, yeah, if anything happens, if he gets canceled, of course, yeah, the deal's not going to really reflect good. But I'm saying, if you're in the marketing chair right now, either of these companies, Travis Scott, yeah, get him. Oh, we have that relationship with Nike. Okay, yes, definitely get him. And again, this isn't for us. This isn't for adult gamers, right? We might think, oh, that's interesting, but we ultimately don't care. We just want the games. But coming from a kid's perspective, if I'm a 12, 13-year-old right now and I see this, I'm like, oh, no. This solidifies it for me. You know,
I don't know. For me personally, I feel like it's been cheapened a bit because of all the different partnerships Travis Scott has, you know? It's not as this big novelty thing like, oh, look at this celebrity I'm a big fan of, and he's like putting his back behind PlayStation. Like he's already, you know, he has a thing with McDonald's, he has a thing with Reese's Puffs, he has a thing with Fortnite, and so like just seeing him on something else, it's lost some of its effect.
Yeah. Again, do kids care about that though? Do they care that he's had multiple? Oh, that's kind of coming from an adult.
I mean, it kind of loses its
eventually
shine.
It's gonna wash him up. Yeah, it's gonna wash him up. Trust me.
I don't know. I don't necessarily.
I agree. Right now, he's kind of pushing it. You know what I mean? Like he's really
he's out there too much.
Pushing it.
To be honest, I think he needs to do a little bit more of unbranding to make himself more exclusive. Because now it just feels like anyone can get Travis. Like I bet Burger King could go do it if they really wanted to.
But by the way, it's funny you said that PlayStation does have a partnership with Burger King. So
that's what I'm saying.
That's funny. Yeah, that's true. But we got Taco Bell. I fuck with Taco Bell way more. Yeah,
Taco Bell's dope, man. But
that's some late night gaming plays. You know what I'm saying?
Nova doesn't drink a Baja Blast. Can you believe that, guys?
Oh, that's right, bro.
I drink normal Mountain Dew like regular.
That is right there.
I don't drink medicine tasting soda. But
you lost your thought.
Sorry, no, I was reading a comment. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Personally, we'll see how the whole Travis Scott deal pans out. He did release a commercial where he narrated, you know, a PlayStation 5 ad. In Griffin Queen, I see what you're saying. We might be overestimating. Me personally, I think most adults don't care. But again, if you're under the age of 17, I think this might hold a little more clout than you think. Because
especially because it's coming right off the heels of the Fortnite thing.
Yeah, like kids don't care that he's oversaturated.
Ooh,
like I've never met a 14-year-old who's gonna say, "Oh my gosh, he's done too many collabs. Like I can't mess with." No, that's not how kids think. They see Travis Scott. Ooh, let's go grab the Travis Scott burger. Ooh, Fortnite. Ooh, PlayStation. Like they don't care about whether it cheapens it or the perception. They just don't think about things like that. They just like the hype, right? But on that note, let's switch gears a little bit. Let's talk some of that talk. Let's talk about 343 and Rare. Let's talk about both of those Xbox first party studios.
Let's talk about it.
And more specifically, we have big shakeups at Team Xbox. So as you may or may not have heard, Chris Lee, the game director for Halo Infinite, right? Everyone's favorite Xbox game, has been ousted or left. With these things, they're never really clear on how the person leaves. It's kind of like they take them off the team and then like 2 weeks later they're resign or whatever, right? It's never like a you're fired type situation. But so Chris Lee is out. And before we get to that, I just also want to mention also the lead at Rare, who's working on Bleeding Edge, which we have another topic about Bleeding Edge, is also gone. So he's at Ninja Theory, who makes Bleeding Edge. So we got two directors out announced back to back, a week and a half away from Xbox launch.
Has a rhythm.
I'm gonna pass it to iTrip to kind of get his to tell us his thoughts on
but
this.
Only a few.
And what do you think it means for Xbox?
I think it's a great thing that Chris Lee is gone.
It is found in the
he is the director,
moments.
Meaning it being late and being out of schedule and not being right
in every step
allowed what has been going on is his fault. So he's gone now. Now we can move forward.
The symmetry
now
of
we can get
ritual.
things right. I like that.
Okay.
I'm not mad about it one bit. But that's because there's never accountability anymore. But something big as that happens, it causes a pushback. Throw away the trash. Just you got to clean the trash up to make it work a little better. Just
And
got
in moments of stillness.
Okay. And what about the lead at Ninja Theory?
Don't know him, don't care.
Okay. So we don't care that
It teaches us to look beyond
the director
the expected.
behind Xbox's newest multiplayer Xbox game,
To be a light
Which game?
in dark
What
places.
game?
Bleeding Edge.
Don't know the game.
To
So-
seek
What game is
answers.
This is the Xbox first party studio, dude. You should know this.
And to stand watch
Yeah.
over
It's not worth your time checking out because it was a abysmal game. So I'll give you the story on it.
has a
So
rhythm.
Bleeding Edge, and we'll get back to Halo
So
in a
you're
second.
telling me the game is trash and the top person got fired because the game was trash. So it's
I
not
thought-
like
I thought it was at Rare.
It's better.
Truly
talking about Rare.
feel it.
Oh, it was at Rare. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the creative director of Everwild.
Of Everwild.
Ooh, so that game's probably way behind schedule, and they're like, yeah, you gotta fucking go too. See ya.
Weren't you looking forward to Everwild?
Well, if now I'm even more looking forward to it now that I know the person that's been holding it back is gone.
So you think that because people are leaving, that those are good signs? Because you have to understand these games still have targets to reach. So
Oh, I mean, clearly for Halo Infinite, I definitely think it's a great thing. I don't know anything about the other one to really have that much of an opinion on, but to see Halo be pushed back like it has been, it's clearly under the guidance of this
Our
director.
world
It's clearly
has a
gotta go.
rhythm.
That's
We
the right
all
move.
sense it,
okay, yeah. I mean, I don't know what y'all think,
but
but
only a few
I think personally,
truly feel
they are been scrambling to kind of redo this game from the ground up. Because and I agree with them
it is found
pushing
in
the game on. I don't
smallest
think
moments.
it was the best idea to have only Halo that you're gonna bet on for launch,
In every
not having
step
like
of a
a
perilous
secondary
journey.
big, even third-party game, third-party exclusive coming out.
in the symmetry of
But
ritual.
I think for Halo, it holds something different in people's hearts where they want it to come out right.
the
We don't want
bonds
Halo to
we
come out
share.
half-baked and then fixed through time. People don't care. Right? If it comes out botched, that's everyone's perspective or perception. So I hope
in
they
moments
they get
of
back in the lab
stillness.
and they make something out of it. My only concern is this is the second director for
It
Halo that's
teaches
gone,
us to look
right?
beyond
In less than
the
a year,
expected.
and it just doesn't spell. Oh, not even that, and their lead writer. So it's like you have three high-level
To be a
people
light in
who
dark
left
places.
343 from the last year, and really there's
seek
nothing really to show
answers.
for it.
We gained an OG writer, so that's fine.
Well,
Yeah.
also, I
And
think
to
we
stand
also
watch
acquired all of
over our
that
world.
studios, so
Oh my god, that gives them an opportunity to get in on it, and that fucking
Our
makes it that
world
much sooner.
But,
has a
but
rhythm.
they're still working on their games. It's not like, and let's be real here. Even though Bethesda has been acquired technically,
only a few
it actually hasn't happened yet,
truly
right? It has to go
feel
And
through.
they're finishing off what they're doing now, yeah, that's true.
Well, no, not even that. Not even that.
Like they're legally merging. There's still a lot of
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, there's a lot of paperwork. The merge hasn't happened, so technically, as of right now, they don't own Bethesda until the paperwork's finalized. So that's going to happen. They're saying sometime in January, February, and like you said, iTrip, they're still working on current games that they have to get out of the. They have to get out anyways, and they have deals in place. They can't really do anything about. So it's like
but it doesn't mean they can't oversee a project.
it does mean that because they're not officially bought. The deal could still be stopped. I mean, it's not going to, but it technically it's in a
has a
stage
rhythm.
where if let's
We
say it
all
was a
sense
different
it.
situation, not game related, where this would have
But
been
only
like,
a
let's say
few
AT&T trying to get
truly
Time
feel
Warner.
it.
Well, it was announced, hey, AT&T, they're buying Time Warner, and then what
It is
happened
found
once
in the
it was going through the
smallest
legal
moments.
side, it got denied. So it's like
Quick.
In every step
You got the audio
of a
playing on the
perilous
video
journey.
right now. It's cutting into us talking.
Oh, good catch. I just turned off the audio.
All right.
But yeah, sorry about that technical difficulty. If you guys couldn't really hear us too well, but yeah, I mean, we're talking how the situation with Xbox is right now. essentially. But
And
go
I
ahead.
have some thoughts on this. So like, I think they both show problems, but like different points of a problem, right? So 343 losing their head. That means that heads had to roll, and they're kind of, you know, really trying to look at this with some fresh eyes. Like, okay, let's scrap what we were trying to do, and let's just really get this right. And in order for you to do that, you have to, you know, cut off the head at the well, I guess at the top. But for Everwild, I think this is a bigger issue because the creative director, that's like the heart and soul of a project, you know? He's the one who's really diagramming everything, the user experience, how it's going to play, the storyline, and they're losing him. So that probably means that like Xbox is saying you need this, and that in your game. And the creative director is like, no, I don't want to do that. That's not my vision. That's not what I see for this game. So him walking out, I think, shows that maybe they're getting too much external pressure to make a specific game that's maybe not the true vision of what they intended for the game. But Ooh. So I think it's bad for Everwild, but probably a good thing for Halo because I mean we all saw that demo. That demo was shit.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that's scary too about Everwild though is that same type of scenario happened with Destiny, and that's how the Destiny story got so messed up.
Yeah, that's true.
Because their lead writer left.
Like right before launch.
Days before launch.
Yeah.
I remember because that story made no sense.
Story. Yeah, he took some of the story with him.
Hell yeah, that was his story. I was like, which was a majority of the story.
Yeah, whereas with 343, you have a way bigger team and you have way more eyes on that project. So it's like that, Chris Lee could be, or I'm sorry, was it Jason Lee?
No, it's Chris.
Oh, Chris Lee. Okay, so yeah, Chris Lee, he can be replaced, but it just, again, it's another hurdle. Me seeing this news, if you're an Xbox guy and you were hoping that Halo would be coming out Q1 2021, good luck.
No. I'm thinking next winter, next fall.
I will say this, man. This, with all the hit, I mean, in the long run, this might be good for the game, but not good at the same time. I mean, only because hey, you guys are a week and a half away from your launch, your console launch, right? Xbox is a week and a half away, and so many negatives have come at the worst possible time. You know what I mean? Starting with your showcase when you guys showed Halo and then the negative reaction to it and then the game being delayed. Then you have just other certain things, small things here and there, as far as no first party games. You guys kind of bounced back by purchasing Bethesda. And then all of a sudden you guys hire, former Halo people to, join, 343. Now you guys double back and you guys lose two directors on two different, first party studios. And the fact, and in the long run, that might be good for for those studios, but the fact that it's coming a week before launch doesn't show, good faith, to, me as a consumer to go buy this. You know what I mean?
There's definitely some dysfunction there.
Yeah, exactly. So it maybe in the long run, hey, it'll be great for the game and the game might bounce back 10 times better. But
that's the goal.
And a week and a half before launch, you know what I mean? Does that help you buy the console? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and just so for context, people, the director from Everwild, the creative director, his name is Simon Woodruff. And yeah, he's resigned from his position at Rare. But yeah, I agree with you 100%, Cohen. It might be good for Halo and Everwild. Well, again, not Everwild, but for Halo now, because it allows them to kind of grow from wherever hiccups they were having before. But again, it's not good news. I can't really remember the last time I've heard that someone, high up person at PlayStation has left. There wasn't company restructuring type deal.
It's not like they got fired. They chose to drop it. You know what I mean? So definitely there's some dysfunction there on Microsoft. I don't know if it's a Phil Spencer thing. I don't know if it's just a Microsoft as a whole company, or I don't know if it's just them not wanting to deal with the responsibility of just, the pressure of that game. But it just
probably a combination of
yeah, maybe.
Well, CC, like what are your thoughts on this, man? I mean, you got again 2 creative directors being announced that they're leaving literally back to back before launch, like
a day apart from each other, right?
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's not the greatest news. You said it yourself, but it leaves room for opportunity, which I'm not upset about. I can't be mad that we could have some potential growth and maybe some. Again, these guys left for a reason. Maybe it wasn't going their exact way. Maybe there was some pushback from above and they were feeling some pressure. Again, we don't know, but again, it's leaving us room for opportunity because you saw where the games were when not ever wild, but you saw where the last Halo got. So maybe this has an opportunity to get us into the 90 Metascore.
Hope so. I really hope so. And again, maybe with the former Halo writer and some new blood in there, it will help out, because this isn't the first time. We've reported on it on this podcast how they're sourcing as much help as they can. And what personally I think is, after this game, clean house with 343. Give Halo to a more respected studio. Give it to id. They're, as C-Dollah likes to bring up, they're one of the pioneers. Well, they are the pioneers in first-person gaming in general. Give Halo to them.
Okay, relax. You're just giving a game to another studio. You can collaborate, but you need to relax.
What? 343 has not put out one 90 rated game with arguably one of the biggest franchises in the world. So I don't really see that as a cool down moment. No, like, Xbox gamers have expectations, right?
And that is not one of them. Giving away one of the biggest titles for that console to another studio. That's just shit that doesn't happen.
But
why not?
Why not? You have all this Shakeup.
It's not an id game. It's a Budzslightyear game that 343 took over and made it theirs. You don't just give that. It just makes no damn sense.
Who's to say it can't pick up the baton from 343 like they did with Bungie and just do it better?
Exactly. They've had 3 chances to show out, and again, yes,
they would do that after a game. They wouldn't do that in the middle of one dropping.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying after Halo Infinite.
Well, then yeah, that's okay. Yeah,
of course. Like, there's no way that it could work on that. It's already in development. It's been development hell for a minute. Like, give it to, do what you can now, but after this game comes out, I think they really need to take a hard look at 343, especially that they have all this new talent. Like, don't even waste your time with 343 anymore. Like, keep the good people, get rid of the bad people. I mean, again, no hate on 343, but they're just not delivering. And all these announcements, all this news, the 2 creative directors and writer, like, it's just bad. The messaging is bad at the end of the day. So, yeah, I mean,
I don't know. At the same time, 343, like, they still did something unique with the game when they had it. The PvP, the competitive mode was totally different.
Halo didn't have running.
You had a wide variety of different game modes that you could choose from, which, made it interesting. You had, again, those classics like big team battles, but then you had these, newer game modes that were in the competitive that were more small base maps and just totally different styles of play, which was, it was something we hadn't seen before. And then mixed with that, the randomized loot, where you could get, exotic gear or common gear, just based off luck, added that little pizzazz to sprucing up your characters. So,
I mean, they definitely evolved the franchise
there. But again, it's not like it's something that I don't think another studio could pick up, or maybe they could get help from another studio. They don't necessarily have to release it, but
I don't think they're really looking to get help at this point. I think it's easier if you can say, and I'm not saying that these game companies don't collaborate. They do all the time, right? They might have a whole different studio working on the multiplayer portion of a game, or vice versa. But like, it just, again, you have all this new talent. Why waste your time with keeping the same team? And I want to go over some people in the chat. Griffin Queen says, I think infinite success will determine if 343 is the move going forward or not. If it's a return to the classic Halo feel, they'll stay together. Otherwise, they'll get broken up. I agree 100% with you. Rick Hunter in the chat, shout out to Rick. He said, seems like Phil wants to buy Bungie and Bungie doesn't want to be bought. That's also true. So, I mean, again, all great comments. It's kind of a wait and see thing. Again, like,
you know what I mean?
Microsoft's intentions were to drop Halo Infinite at launch. And I think, like me and CoolHand speculated before, like, if that scenario played out and in a perfect world, if Halo came out when it was supposed to, I think that would have definitely we would be in a different narrative than we are now. Right now, the narrative is Xbox has no games. We're not getting any first-party games for who knows. We don't even know. We don't even have a release date for anything. So it's like,
it wouldn't even matter. It wouldn't even matter if it was just one exclusive game at launch. The fact that it was a big Halo game, that's it. That was the gun right there. That was the big gun. You know what I mean? You would have kicked down the door, and it would have been a different story.
Yeah.
Don't mind the wait. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Why don't y'all mind the wait? Y'all been waiting.
I know what's coming.
Yeah, but hold up. But the thing is, you have the wait.
You waited all generation and you haven't got anything from it. So it's like, what are you getting from Xbox that's keeping you there? That is making the worth of wait.
I still play the shit out of Halo 4 and 5, so I do not see the problem.
I get it. You guys don't mind the wait, right? The wait. You two don't mind the wait.
That was the question. It was us two, not in totality.
Hold on, listen. But while you guys are waiting, all these things are happening right on behind it. You know what I mean? Like, all these negative things coming up at point of launch is happening behind it. You don't think
and see how good your games that were at launch are doing then. Because a lot of them will probably be forgotten or not played.
But what's getting forgotten?
You're gonna play one of these games, and then because they're all first person, they're all one-player games. You're gonna run through the story, put it down, never pick that shit back up.
Give me examples, because I literally there are no examples. I think you're pulling that out of your ass. God of War.
God of War, yeah.
God of War sold millions of copies. Millions of copies.
Game of the year.
What are you gonna do after you beat it?
Huh?
What are you gonna do after you beat it?
You play New Game Plus if you want to, or you can pick up Last of Us 2, or you can pick up Ghost of Tsushima, or you can pick up Final Fantasy VII. I can keep going.
And all of these titles are like 15-hour games, 20-hour games. How long can you stretch that?
You're saying that off no experience. All of these games are 40.
I'm hearing this off of everyone else saying how with the actual
shout out
gameplay. I mean,
literally, and come on, some PlayStation guys back me up. None of these games are 15 to 20-hour games. None of them.
Wait, shout out Judy D for the sub.
Yo, shout out to you, Judy. Love you. You know who you are. Chill, that's fam. But no, seriously, like, what are you guys getting from Xbox? You really can't even use the argument that, oh, it's single player. So these are 90 plus games, they're 80 plus games. These have critical reception. So who gives a shit if
I'll talk about it. And you guys mentioned Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima has an online mode with a raid coming out tomorrow. You know what I mean? So like,
that's co-op. That's not multiplayer. That's co-op. Come on.
It's multiplayer.
That's co-op.
If you're playing a 4-party, I could play in a party of 4.
And are you playing another party of 4? Or are you playing computer?
No, we playing a party.
Playing together as co-op.
Hey, Chris C with the sub.
Yo, shout out Chris C, man. Thank you. Rick Hunter in the chat says, I think the real plan
Nova loves you too, by the way, Chris C.
Love you too, man. I love everyone in the chat. I love all y'all.
Hey, hold on.
Go ahead.
Rick Hunter says, I think the real plan is to make Halo the new Destiny. But the problem is the new kids doesn't know what Halo is. So how do you solve this problem? You buy Bungie and turn Halo into Destiny. And then Jesus Pena says, honestly, what would be the breaking point? And that's true. What is the breaking point, guys?
Keep waiting. Wait. Like Crap says, his famous line, wait till E3. E3 comes, wait till next E3. And I love that Phil Spencer's always like, oh, wait. We didn't even show everything this E3. We didn't even show everything. Like, I'm more excited about the stuff we didn't show. Guess what, Phil? It's been 5 years. We haven't seen shit. And you got these poor Xbox guys on this side starving.
Boy.
Not at all.
They don't know what to do when they see Ghost of Tsushima. They don't know how to act. That's what I'm talking about.
Not an issue.
So yeah, well, y'all keep waiting. Y'all keep starving. Meanwhile, we're full over here. We're trying to come eat some of this. But nah, y'all want to sit there and wait.
You better buy all of those motherfucking games, and you better beat them all. Then
I
okay, bro. I don't want you to come the fuck out of your room until they're all done.
Nah, I will. Let me tell you this. I have every first party game besides Days Gone, only because I didn't have the time to get it. And guess what? It's coming out with the PlayStation Plus collection for free. I gotta pay shit.
What multiplayer games have you played?
Recently, played Second Son.
Not one.
What multiplayer game I've been playing? I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima.
That is not multiplayer, bro. That is co-op. You're on the same team. I mean, that's.
Are you fighting other samurai?
Okay.
No.
That is coming. It's coming. 1v1 or that's talking about. We got shit, and you know what? If you want me to pull up an insider, I can pull up an insider talking about a big multiplayer game that they got genre devs, meaning first person shooter. I'm gonna pull it up right now. But what are y'all waiting for though? Y'all literally are getting nothing.
I have Abel on the way.
On the way?
You're telling us about what's on the way. That's what conversation just switched to.
We talking about launch. Hey, I get to enjoy all these new games, and then on top of that, I get to enjoy all these old games that are now optimized for free. All I need is PlayStation Plus.
I mean, same with Game Pass. We'll be okay.
Dude, 20 games.
Same with Game Pass.
You don't even feel confident in Game Pass.
Wait, hold on. 20 games.
Like little app
20 games on PlayStation Plus. 20.
Okay.
Venti. You know what I'm saying? Like 20. You know what I'm saying?
PlayStation Plus collection.
I like it.
Yeah, PlayStation Plus collection has 20 games, bro. They just added 2. You know what I mean? They added Call of Duty Zombies, and then they added Crash Bandicoot. But I can go. We have the list. You know what I mean? Like 20 games apart from Miles Morales, apart from the Ratchet and Clank, apart from Horizon Zero Dawn sequel,
etc.
Like apart from all that, God of War optimized for 60 frames. Come on, like what are we?
So take real quick. I just want to add something. So take everything I'm about to say with a grain of salt. This is coming from an industry insider, Foxy Games UK. Some of y'all listening may know who this guy is, and he's on point, right? I just want to go over some tweets he just did just today. I'm gonna read 3 tweets for y'all. I'm gonna start from the bottom. All right. Sony set to reveal a first-person shooter, multiplayer / single player, exclusively for PS5. That could very well dominate the online multiplayer gen. Apparently has best-in-class genre devs working on it. First official details could be as soon as first or second quarter 2021. Second tweet. Sony's planning to debut its super secretive third-person sci-fi epic, depending on the pandemic, around summer 2021. Internally joking to Sony's Mass Effect, lavish with ray trace effects and movie quality lighting. And then last but not least, one more. PS5's hardware is more revolutionary than developers have let on. Sony has PS5 architectural features it hasn't disclosed yet that no other platform can do. Not even the highest spec PC, and Sony can literally update aspects of the PS5 hardware remotely. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Again, and I'm not even leaning on those because we have stuff coming out that we can see, that we know about. that's great to know that, hey, there's possibly a genre-defying multiplayer. I'm not going to say it until I see it for myself, but still, we have stuff that's tangible. They're going to be able to play in the next couple of months. We know that Horizon's coming out in 2021. We know God of War, we have no idea when that's coming out. That could be sooner or later. But again, we have something to look forward to. While CC, I do agree with you. Yes, I can literally tell you a list of Xbox games I'm excited for: Avowed, Elder Scrolls,
State of
6,
Decay, Forza.
State of Decay. Don't
wait.
Yo, get this nigga off here. State of Decay. State of Decay.
Yo, PlayStation Don Omar says, "Sup, Nova."
Yeah.
Hey, yo, what up, PlayStation Don Omar? What up, man? I had to give it to these Xbox dudes because they tell me State of Decay.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Yo, my man,
Man.
Jesus Penna says multiplayer. How did Crackdown 3, Bleeding Edge, Grounder, and Halo do? PlayStation got first dibs on COD Next Gen 2. Yo, we have a whole year of an exclusive zombie mode for Call of Duty just for PlayStation 4 and 5.
Oh, I know. Guess what? I'll be playing it in a year later.
Oh my
Don't not worry.
I heard it first here. Xbox gamers are willing to wait a year for no reason, for blind loyalty.
What?
No, blind loyalty. Not even. It's because I happen to play all the games I play with people I've known since high school. So it's not blind. That's the real loyalty. I'm playing with my peoples. Like I'll eventually get a PlayStation to play with y'all, but until then, I'm gonna keep doing the whole loyalty thing. That's an Xbox thing, you know.
Damn, yo, my man, Jesus. Y'all need to start responding to my man Jesus right here because he said pull up the multiplayer numbers on Xbox before you start claiming.
Well, Xbox has always been the first person. It's always been the multiplayer system. So I mean,
let me read this out. Pull up some multiplayer numbers on Xbox before you start claiming Xbox best box for multiplayer, please.
We have double the player base, so it's we.
I'm not worried about all these other players. Again, worried about me and my peoples. You're talking to the wrong person about this. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like all the single player talk and all these numbers for these people I don't play with, don't fucking care.
So if you're trying to say that, no, I just want to hear this. So Jesus, if you are saying that PlayStation would be the better multiplayer console, then why don't you guys have like an elite controller? Whereas I can do things on multiplayer games that you couldn't dream of doing. I can heal, look around, shoot, as you're just healing, looking down at the floor.
No, there's an attachment. You can get paddles on the controller now.
But are those attached? Like, do you need an attachment for the bottom for it to plug in?
Yeah,
or is it built?
No, it's an attachment you got to plug in.
Exactly, it's an attachment. Are they built into the controller? I have custom sensitivity on top of the regular game sensitivity on the controller. So bring out all of that. I mean, to just say.
I'll tell you this.
You guys,
we haven't even got our hands on the PS5 controller yet. So we gonna find out.
We know it doesn't have paddles.
I got some.
What?
No, I got some to say. I was letting you finish, and I'm gonna get to some comments. First of all, people have gotten their hands on the PlayStation 5 controller, and this is I believe John Linneman from Digital Foundry said that he has his hands on both, obviously, and he said both are next gen consoles, blah blah blah. The next gen controller is the DualSense, hands down. So yes, while your $200 Elite controller that costs 2/3 of an Xbox Series S, I love to say that, is out, and it's great. I felt it. It's cool. I love it. But guess what? We have haptic feedback. We have trigger locking. We have all this new tech that you guys don't have. And you guys are still talking about battery packs. Don't even get me started on the battery packs.
No, you are the only one that brings up battery packs. I've been having a charge, so like that's you need to get over that shit. You are stuck on that.
Yo, peep the chat.
I want to read battery packs because the battery packs ain't shit. I can go ahead and look, guess what? I can use my charging station I have from last gen and use it on this next gen console.
Congratulations.
So can we.
What?
So can
You
we.
gotta pay how much for that separately?
I can play my PS4 games on my PS5 with a PS4 controller.
My accessories carry over. You're gonna be buying new everything, cause I am not.
I know we're not recharging batteries.
That was great. Thank you for admitting it. That's all I needed.
Well, all right, let me just read some of the chat. For real, Sony could destroy Game Pass if they only made games on PS Plus downloadable, because PS is in more countries, but the streaming aspect is the problem. On why PS Now is not everywhere. Games on PS Now, man. Well, let me tell you that. So they actually did change that, Rick, about a year ago, right? So they've made PlayStation 1 classics and PlayStation 2 classics available for download. I have the whole entire Jack collection, for example. Where it comes to PS3, they went off the course and got off of x86 architecture, and that's why those games aren't streamable right now. But if you tuned into our Hip Hop Gamer episode about 3 or 4 episodes ago, he revealed that because Sony has a partnership with Microsoft actually for streaming, that they have technology where they're able to run. So think about it like this. When you have a PS5 and you're playing a PS4 game, you're playing it in PS4 mode, right? Or PS4 Pro mode, right? If the game supports the PS4 Pro enhancements. So what they're able to do now is through using Microsoft's Azure streaming or cloud platform, let's say, they're able to now run PS3 games in their own shell on your console, right? And one thing that we haven't seen yet, and I'm glad you made that comment, is that they're able to essentially, well, with the advent of the PlayStation Now rebrand, right, which we have not heard we're still waiting for that to be announced. From what he's saying, you're going to be able to play PlayStation 1, 2, and 3, plus 4 and 5 on your PS5, and you'll be good. And, yo, big shout out to Mooch. What's going on, Mooch? Thanks for pulling up on us. Really appreciate it. And if any of you guys don't know, I do a show with Mooch and Crap Gamer every Sunday called the MNC Show. It's a great show. Pull up on us. Shout out to Zombilla for pulling up. I know it went on a rant, but got to get that energy off.
Year over year, you're going to be paying more money on accessories while I'm bringing them over. So we'll see who's laughing in the end.
I know who will be laughing in the end, and it's not anyone who owns a console that has box on the end.
Games are coming out on PC too.
So why buy an Xbox?
I'll wait because I don't have a PC.
I mean, it's for everyone, obviously. Like, I understand that. Like, I'm not going to try and get some of my friends to play on the PC because
I'm trash on the keyboard and mouse.
Well, I mean, I understand that, but you keep saying like
it's a great adjustment.
It's PC has this whole level of power that these consoles don't have. So
yeah, but not everyone has $1,200 to buy a PC.
You're right.
Yeah,
Black Friday, and it cost just about as much as your PlayStation 4 when it came out.
You said what?
I said wait till about Black Friday, and then you'll get one for about the same price as that $600 PlayStation.
It's a $500 and $400 PlayStation. You know that, but anyway,
the old one. Wasn't the old one $600?
Yeah, the PS3 was.
That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, it was $600 for like a year.
Yeah.
And that one, as I showed you guys, that one had the most features. It was almost over-engineered. That's why they had to, take some things out because maybe people weren't playing as much back compat, and they made it make sense. But let's move on to the next topic.
Shout out Zombilla Ice Cream. Xbox will be great. ... in 2023.
Just get the Xbox app on your PC and you're good.
There you go.
That was great.
Let's talk. Let's shift gears a little bit. Let's talk about these new AMD graphics cards. As we all know, if you follow AMD, they're on the RDNA 2 architecture, which is what the next gen systems are based off. PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S and X are based off of these. So how it works is they come out with these graphics cards. Oh, I'm jumping ahead of myself. They have this platform, and they basically give access to Sony and Microsoft. They said, hey, here is like the basis of our new graphics cards. And what they do naturally, what they always do is they modify them. So on the Xbox side, they've chosen to keep all the RDNA 2 features. So anything that is on a upcoming AMD graphics card is going to be what the Xbox has. Whereas PlayStation, while they do have a lot of the features, they've chosen to skip on some of them because the way Sony's approaching it is they want to have control in certain things. Just like I read the tweet, there's some stuff we don't know yet. So I'll give you an example. So we'll talk. Let's say a feature of this graphics card, Sony can say, "Hey, we have tech to do this better than AMD. So what are we going to do? We're going to add our own chip on. We're going to modify it, right? So both systems run a super custom version of RDNA 2, just for context.
But not RDNA 2.
It is RDNA 2. It's the base, of course. It's like they gave them the starting point, and then Xbox and PlayStation were able to do whatever they chose, right?
Yeah, it's the architecture, the underlying architecture of it.
Exactly.
Okay.
But $, you being a big PC guy, I definitely want to hear your thoughts on the new cards and whether the new what was it 6900 could be the Nvidia 3090 killer. Let's hear about that.
Yeah, I mean, based off the specs they're showing, I mean, it's all just graphs at this point. But it looks like it can be because their flagship 6900 card, based off the graphs of FPS and whatnot, it matches the 3090. But the 3090 is $1,500, where the 6900 is $1,000. So that's a massive price difference, where it makes it like if I want a high-end flagship computer, I can achieve that through just rocking with AMD. And the graphics cards and their new Ryzen 2 processors that they announced earlier this month have all these like really cool features where they can play nice with each other. They can share memory, and it seems like a lot of the things that they implemented on PlayStation, AMD had in mind. So kind of like faster loading times, reading off the SSD faster and stuff like that. It seems like they integrate that into these cards.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. It's definitely kind of made me change my mind a little bit. I'm like, do I really have to go? I'm so used to, I used to work at Micro Center back when I was like 18, 19. And, it was all about the i7. It was all about the NVIDIA graphics cards. And AMD was kind of like the more, budget option or, just different.
Yeah, they've made a come up since then.
They've made a huge come up. Yeah, so now they're kind of, they're in NVIDIA's territory. For the last couple of months, we've been hearing news that, how is AMD going to stack up to NVIDIA in the 3090s, 3080s? Well,
and Intel, they've been stealing market share from Intel for years now.
Yeah, exactly. And Intel, like, if there's anything about Intel, you're just hearing bad news about Intel. So it's starting to make me kind of like question, like, do I need to get one of these graphics cards? I'm just more excited when they actually get these graphics cards in the hands of people and they can show like an AMD rig versus an Intel and NVIDIA rig and duke it out. Like I'm really excited to see how that could turn out. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Because like, if you think about like, I just want to continue on like the CPU front. Like, if you think about like the enthusiast level CPU, a lot of people are getting Threadrippers instead of the i9s. So they're kind of they're like attacking from all fronts on the gaming side, and they're starting to get into data centers because they have a new partnership with Amazon, with AWS.
Yeah, I don't know. And you guys kind of looking more towards AMD now? I mean, your console's already running off AMD tech. I'm just saying in terms of like these being a little more affordable than the NVIDIA counterparts. What do you guys think?
I mean, if the numbers stay the same and they really stack up to it, then hell yeah. I mean, $500 cheaper, same product. I mean, why not?
Yeah, and their other lines, like I think it's like the 600 and the 600 XT, they're like very similar to 37, 3080, and they're only like $20-$50 cheaper than those counterparts.
And you said 6900's the 3090 equivalent?
Yeah, I believe so.
But that's still a big difference, right? Whether it's $50 or not, the fact that it's the cheaper option and it can rival it, you know, you can see people going there.
Yeah. So the 6800 XT is going against the 3080, and the regular 6800 is comparable to the 3070.
I just want to just pop in real quick. PlayStation King of Kings, he said, I heard a rumor that PlayStation 5 HDMI cable cannot do 4K 120 hertz. Is that true? I have not heard that rumor. And if it's the cable, if it's the out of the box cable, maybe. Again, I haven't heard it. So I can't
you just go to the store and get another one.
It's an HDMI 2.1 cable that it's coming with. You know what I mean? So it should. It should. There's no reason why it shouldn't.
Yeah. And like iTrip said, if you really have to get another cable,
it's a simple fix.
Buy another cable. Like I have to go buy batteries. Oh,
we don't know. We don't know this.
There's nothing to substantiate that rumor, mainly because no one has been able to show physical gameplay of the PS5 yet. So I mean, I guess I won't know until I see it.
Also, I'm pretty
but
sure.
Also, you have to have the TV to back that up. Also,
well,
you know what I mean.
Well, also, I'm pretty sure we would have heard that from the people who have it in their hands now, because I think the guy from Skillup, he has a LG CX, which definitely supports 120, and I haven't heard anything. I'm active on Twitter again. If it pops up, King of Kings, we'll definitely mention it. But
I just did a little research. So The Verge did confirm it does come with an HDMI 2.1 cable.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, so there's no reason why it shouldn't run 4K 120.
Yeah, they did a cable reveal because everyone's going nuts with the reveals.
Just as long as you have the television to back that up, the TV needs to run 120 hertz natively, or at least have VRR.
Yo, Capono, shout out to you, man. He said maybe they need a 120 hertz game to check the PS5 cable. Maybe. But again, until it comes up, I'm sure if that was the case, it would be news, and every Xbox guy from East Coast to West Coast will be talking about it. So we'll wait and see on that. If it comes up, we'll definitely bring it up here on the show. So
and then we heard it from you first, man. We'll give you the credit.
For sure. We have so many topics. I want to get to everything. Let's kind of shift gears again. Demon Souls remake gameplay.
We're not going to talk about the AMD acquisition.
We'll talk about it. We'll reach back. Let's talk about that. I mean, that's something we've seen today. This is tangible gameplay. From initial reviews, people are saying this is the best looking next gen game so far. And as you guys will see on the screen, it looks amazing.
I think Ratchet and Clank will have a say in it once all said and done.
Well, we got to see with Ratchet and Clank. We got to see what that SSD drive was like. Man, that was crazy.
Well, I don't think you can really compare them. I mean, stylistically, they're two completely different games.
No, but we were saying as far as the
load time was more impressive.
Ridiculous, bro.
That's the real
Ratchet and Clank load time. That whole level to level thing was ridiculous. That was crazy.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, the art style is completely different between games, so it's hard to compare. But I don't know. I feel like Ratchet and Clank will look that good where it'd be like it'll just blow this game out of the water.
You think so? I mean, from what
Ratchet and Clank has more colors and explosions and shit. That's nonstop.
Yeah.
That's going to be more visually appealing.
At that point, you're talking preference. At that point,
yeah, exactly. You can't really say that games with two different art styles and be like, oh, well, Last of Us so great. And it's like, well, it's the game. It's supposed to be dystopian and kind of scary, just like this game. Whereas Ratchet and Clank is more. It's for everyone. So it's gonna appeal to visually different. CoolHand, can you just read that comment we got in the chat?
Yeah, man.
You'll know the one when you see it.
Oh, is it the look at what Sony can do with 1440p? you would have thought it was 4K.
Facts, but I was actually talking about the comment above that.
Oh, you talking about how much you have to spend on batteries monthly to play on Xbox?
Zero.
How much?
Zero.
They're sponsored by the Energizer Bunny. Xbox Series X, brought to you by Energizer.
You know what I'm saying? iTrip.
Yeah, the first time I went through a one from 2 batteries, I immediately went to Best Buy and bought a fucking charger. I was not playing that shit.
Oh man,
that was not happening.
iTrip sponsored by Duracell.
But CC, what happened? What happened to all the money you have to spend on accessories, man? You have to so every console, right? Until your rechargeable battery goes out, you have to go and buy a new one.
I'm still on the same one, so I'm good.
All right. Well, you know, battery efficiency over time, so we'll see.
It's a lot cheaper than a controller. Trust me.
You said what?
A lot cheaper than the controller.
Buying a whole new controller like you have to do.
Oh yeah, damn.
I get a controller with my system. Thank you very much. A controller that's more advanced than the exact same controller with the share. But you could try it. You could try it.
Hey, my controller arrives tomorrow.
There you go.
I need your take on that, by the way, $. I need to be able to know, like, what's it, how does it feel in your hands?
Yeah, I might do a little unboxing.
Ooh.
Let's do that. We want to see the content from C-Dollah. Drop that unboxing video, man. We want to see it.
No, I'm just excited to see that.
Yeah, I mean,
but look, going back to the gameplay, man, this is beautiful.
This is beautiful. Actually, let's get some takes from our
it's running
Xbox
at 60 FPS, and I just love seeing that.
Yeah.
Well, what do you guys think about what you're seeing? I mean, I know we all did an Insomniacs meetup the other day, and showing some of these Xbox guys, quick vertical slices of some of the bangers that PlayStation has. I did show them a little bit of not Dark Souls. I showed you guys
Bloodborne.
So this isn't by the same creators. This isn't FromSoft. This is Blue Point Games, and what they do is they're the masters at.
But I thought didn't they both games also have some development from PlayStation Japan Studios?
Yes. I was just pointing out that From Software had nothing to do with this game. They just gave their blessings essentially.
This looks crazy.
But they did have some common developers on both projects via Japan Studios.
Definitely. I mean, again, iTrip, CC. What do you guys think about what you're seeing?
It looks like a lot of the PlayStation 4 games.
Really?
It looks
Pretty sure it only looks like a Souls game to me, which isn't exclusive to PlayStation. But
a guy with a sword against the monster, 3 times the size.
Come on.
Okay. I'm sorry, it's not.
I mean, don't get me wrong; it's visually beautiful. I'll give you that. But
it's not like you can't get this on the Xbox. It's just like
you can't get this on the Xbox. What are you talking
not
about?
the game, but the same feel.
I'm sure there's a
big
monster sword game.
I'm sure a Valve will be pretty close to that.
Pretty sure you can play.
You gotta get a stuff from software game. It doesn't compare.
Yeah. Well, you can't compare this. Like, you guys have to get Dark Souls 3, which is old as shit by gaming standards.
Still a great game, though. Dark Souls 3 is amazing.
It's amazing. I love Dark Souls 3, but I'm saying, like, you can't look at this and say this looks like the PlayStation.
To me, this just feels like a different version of Monster Hunter. If I were to be playing that.
Gosh, Monster Hunter.
In a sense,
Disrespectful.
You're comparing a FromSoft Souls game to Monster Hunter, man. Like, and shout out to Monster Hunter. I fuck with Monster Hunter.
What are you doing? You're fighting, you're dodging. That's pretty much the premise of the game.
I mean, what are most games? You're fighting, you're dodging, or you're shooting, you're dodging. Like,
I feel like,
I mean, it's just we're not single player gamers. You're asking people that play multiplayer games only.
Multiplayer game shooting.
But like, it does look visually appealing. It looked like smooth gameplay. I mean, but it's not attracting me.
But let's not act like y'all only play multiplayer games, right?
Majority.
I would say like the Dark Souls games. Like, I'm primarily, I consider myself a competitive multiplayer gamer, right? These games do manage to scratch that itch, just of how brutally difficult they are to beat those bosses. Mm-hmm. Like, you're fighting against an AI, but you get that feeling of joy when you beat it. It's like I feel like that feeling that I mostly only get in competitive games. I get that when I beat a boss. Like when I was playing Sekiro and I beat the the second to last boss, the Demon of Hatred or whatever. I literally jumped off my seat and screamed as loud as I could when I beat that boss. And it was like 2 a.m.
Sounds like Ninja Guy.
I literally couldn't sleep for an hour. I think I sent Nova screenshots afterwards. I was so impressed with myself.
You did.
I want to circle back.
It is multi-platform, by the way, by From Software. So
I want to circle back to the comment. Chris C posted. He said HDMI 2.0 supports up to 4K and 2.1 supports up to 8K. So
it's facts. That's facts.
Yeah, but 2.1 supports 4K at up to 120 and 8K up to 60.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I do want to mention this comment. I'm actually
60. It might be 30.
It's 30 or 60. Capono says, I'm actually very excited with how Sony is focusing on a DLSS type feature. This will crucially help the frame rate dips. That's facts.
Yeah,
that's
DLSS is yeah.
And we all know that's the tech that's going to help on ray tracing, and bringing up frames, because once you throw ray tracing in there, I mean your frames just freaking dip hard as hell. So it's definitely great tech, and we've seen it on PC for a little bit now. I mean, C-Dollah, I mean, let them know about how your experience with DLSS for Death Stranding on PC.
Yeah, no, DLSS makes a massive difference, because instead of you trying to run that game at that target resolution, you run it at a lower resolution, and it uses AI to make it look like the actual resolution. So if you're playing this on your 4K TV, the game's actually being rendered in 1440p just so it can hit that 60 FPS, but you honestly can't tell the difference. Like, it looks like it's 4K, and even if you do turn off DLSS and put it on 4K, like, you honestly can't tell the difference.
Yeah,
the AI is that good.
Yeah, Rick Under was just mentioning that in the chat. Yo, shout out to you, Rick, for being active in the chat. Appreciate it. Shout out to everyone in the chat. It means a lot to see you guys interacting with us, and it lets us know that you guys mess with our content. So
and yeah, the PS4 Pro also targeted 1440p and did checkerboard. What's it called? Checkerboard rendering or whatever.
Yeah.
To get it to 4K, and that looked pretty great too.
That's facts. Well, again, this is what you guys are looking at is Demon Souls. It's a PlayStation launch exclusive. So off the bat, we're gonna get this game. There's some people who have their hands on it, or who are just, again, take it with a grain of salt. They're saying it could be a 90+ game in their opinion. So that's just opinion. We'll wait till the game comes out. It's literally gonna be a couple weeks. So actually, 15 days now for PlayStation and 12 days for Xbox. So it is it's coming soon. Yo, shout out to you, Judy.
Shout out to Judy.
Shout out to Capono.
So Cool Hands and Nova. What's the first game you're playing on the PS5? Is it this or Miles Morales? Because I'm sure it's not Sackboy or Astro's Playroom.
Yeah, Miles Morales. It's I'm a comic book junkie, so that's gonna scratch my itch, man. Miles Morales definitely.
Yeah.
How about you, Nova?
Minority Spider-Man.
I'm booting this up, man. I need to rage out to start off, and to start off with a Souls game at the beginning of a console launch. I mean, come on, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's where my head is at too. I'm definitely playing this game first.
Yeah, this is gonna be crazy. And again, you can't play this anywhere else except PlayStation.
A1 Pony, first class. Xbox is dog shit.
Shout out to you, A1. Hit that sub button while you're here, man. We appreciate it. Oh wow, I gotta take my Twitter's been on here for a minute. Sorry, my bad. Let me sub this out.
Terrible.
But yeah, okay. Well, as you guys can probably tell, we're super excited about Demon Souls. We're gonna switch topics a little bit. Let's talk about Phil Spencer. Again, this is not huge news. Let's talk about Phil Spencer's most recent interview. We have had some of our Xbox guys on the podcast. We all hope. I hoped it too. We all hope that hey, maybe with this Bethesda acquisition, maybe one thing will escape PC. Maybe one thing. PC is like a black hole for Xbox. anything. It's like PC is like the Xbox older brother, right? As soon as you get some lunch, he's over there like, what you eating? Nah, I'm gonna eat that. You get the leftovers. Less graphics on your side, but they just keep robbing Xbox players. So we're hoping that they would have 1 or 2 games. Give us something. We're starving. But no. Phil Spencer confirmed today that everything is going on PC, right? Again, I said it's not news. This was kind of the way of things have been. But with new generations, you hope that there can be some change for the positive.
You just really like repeating yourself is all it is.
I do. I love him.
Microsoft PCs. Blast.
Oh, no way. Yeah, right?
Black hole, man. It just gets...
Not at all. Not a black hole at all. This
PC
they're getting their money twice as much
PC has
now.
to do fight with Apple, so they need the games. Like why? That's why I don't have a MacBook. I want to play video games, so I have a PC.
I do like in this picture that does have the Series S right there as the little Easter egg, top right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. A lot of people didn't notice that initially. He's like, it's hiding in plain sight.
That was before the reveal, too.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
Let's take 2 topics and just mash them into one. So Todd Howard, today came out. It was the news of the day that he couldn't really imagine Elder Scrolls 6 only coming out for Xbox and PC. We'll say. He said it's hard to imagine that Elder Scrolls 6 is a full Xbox exclusive, and which sucks and kind of gives credence to what Phil Spencer was saying. So hey, Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, I think they're gonna let you guys play that as well. But the following game, they're gonna give you a taste of that on the next gen, and the following game they'd be like, yeah, come to the box.
Are we talking next gen?
No. I'm talking this coming gen. They're letting you taste it now on this. And then,
while I want to agree with you, I
don't believe that.
No, I do want to agree with you. I hope. I'm being honest here. I hope Xbox takes away games from PlayStation. I honestly do. Because I think it makes for better competition and it pushes both sides, right? The fact that I can get everything you guys are playing with a bigger, double the size of a player base, it just means I'm going to connect to games quick as hell. And I know everything y'all got, I'm going to get too. Besides your tentpole games like Halo and Fable and Forza, which is fine. Y'all could keep. But I want you guys to have more games that we don't have and PC doesn't have that gives more people a reason to buy your console. Because the better your console does and it's taken away from my console, the more my console is going to push to come out with better shit. So everyone
That's a terrible mindset.
Differentiate.
How's that a terrible mindset?
Nah. It's that I want ours. I want mine to be better. That is the better. I don't know. The concept is just I don't know. So
what's wrong with that concept? You can put that concept in any industry, right? If BMW, all right, I'll use Mercedes. If Mercedes is doing really good,
that's business.
Yeah, we talking about it. But it pushes innovation. Competition pushes innovation. No matter what field, it's a fact. Because
100%, yeah. It does push for the competition, but it's just I don't know. I'm not pressed. I get more excited when I can play games with PlayStation.
How did Apple become Apple?
That's just my. Oh, I guess that's because I play multiplayer games, and I'd rather play against y'all than not.
I mean, let's look at the first generation of the Xbox. Let's look at that, right? Who used to lead Xbox back in the day?
Donnie D.
When Donnie D was running the show, it was competition. It was cutthroat. Y'all were coming out with bangers.
Oh, then yeah, Phil Spencer's Mr. Kumbaya. I know. I remember the story. I was there. I know.
But it just goes back to what we're saying. It was a great time to be a gamer because it was like, hey, I can only play this on this system. I got to go buy it. I can only play this on this system. I got to go buy it.
Wait, how's that a great time for a gamer? I was a sad gamer. Look at my friends playing Halo and Gears and be like, damn, I want everyone to
play the same games with me. Like that. I would see because you play these games that are games you play by yourself. So you like that exclusivity. That's
again.
that's what you're about. See, I play games where it's about playing with other people. So the more people I can play with, the better. That's
all the games you play with other people are available on our console,
and I'm so okay with that. I like that. That's a good thing. I enjoy that. This is why.
Why not enjoy stuff?
Two different gamers, like you. It's complete opposites, bro.
All right, so let me tell you this. So, and this is a topic of ours. So, Bleeding Edge, right? Which I mistaken for Rare earlier in the show. Bleeding Edge by Ninja Theory, right? The same people who are making Senua's Sacrifice. Burping on that. We haven't seen any updates on that game for months, and word around town is starting to go. The word's starting to get out that Xbox isn't supporting that game anymore. And keep in mind, this game came out not years ago, months ago, and this is a game by Ninja Theory, right? One of the most respected devs on Xbox, and it is a multiplayer focused game. So I gotta kind of give you some shit right here when you said you didn't hear about it. It's like, well, this is the deal with a lot of Xbox games, right? You guys had Quantum Break, right? Xbox players didn't support it. No sequel.
Yeah, I never tried. It looked cool, but I never looked at it.
Yeah, and shout out to John Lau. Let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk about it. Like, so you guys you guys say you're more multiplayer focused. Okay, so why didn't you guys support Xbox and buy or even you don't have to buy it. It's on Game Pass. Get a game on Game Pass that's multiplayer.
I got your answer for you. Because my friends weren't playing it. That's why.
But you're an independent person. You don't.
A majority of the time, I'm playing with other people. I understand I'm an individual.
But I'm saying your Xbox do or die, and you're letting your games die.
Okay. I don't have to play all the games. I can just play the games I want to play. I don't see the the problem there. Game I never played. It died off. It never existed to me.
But I'm not just talking about you. I'm talking about you in a general perspective, as in like a lot of Xbox players. You know what I mean? Like it's a pattern. People are jumping ship. They're moving from your system.
The jumping ship thing was at the beginning of this last console.
People are still jumping ship. Get on Twitter.
I jumped ship in 2015. I had an Xbox. But I couldn't play nothing on it, so I jumped ship.
Okay.
Well, I want to hear from CC too, man. Like, what do you think about? Again, it's not like you have to go out and purchase this game, and even you, Trip. Like, I'm not saying anything about you as a game. I'm just saying like this is free on Game Pass. Like, there's gonna be times where you put on your friends, so hey, yo, I got this multiplayer game. Yo, let's play it. Let's check it out. It's on Game Pass, right?
Oh yeah, I do that shit to them all the time.
Exactly. So I'm saying like, there's
I just never heard of it. It didn't appeal to me.
And that's my problem with Xbox. You as an Xbox gamer, and this is not with you. This is like
a general.
There's no way as a PlayStation gamer, even if you haven't played these games, that you don't know what the exclusives are. You know what the exclusives are. They're shoved in your face.
So are we talking?
Oh yeah,
player of Quantum Break or just Quantum Break in general?
No. We're talking about how Bleeding Edge by Ninja Theory, the same people who make Senua's Sacrifice, who are making that right now, and Project Mara. How essentially, so let me give you guys a little bit backstory on Bleeding Edge, okay? So during the acquisition, right, when Ninja Theory was being acquired, right, they kind of had this pet project game, right? They're like, it's a multiplayer game. It's very similar to Dawson. Help me out. What is Bleeding Edge close to? First person shooter, or not first person shooter, third party hero multiplayer game. What are they called?
Like Overwatch.
Overwatch. Thank you. Yes. So isn't there one like Overwatch that's like third party though, or third person view?
Isn't it?
Well, I know that.
Nah, I can't name it off the top of my head.
I can't name the top of my head either, but it's a game where like you can choose your own different hero and they have different abilities.
Like Paladins?
Like Paladins, exactly.
Paladins used to be third person, but they took that shit away.
It's first party. It's first person now.
I know. I was blown about that.
Think about it like that. Like, you guys have this game, and it's only been out for a couple months from Ninja Theory, right? I didn't finish telling you guys the story. So, Microsoft was like, yeah, you guys you guys want to make this pet project a thing? We'll support it, right? Okay, boom, it came out. I think it scored like a C+, C-. It scored in the 60s, I believe. Or no, like 70s, I believe. And it was a complete multiplayer game on Game Pass, day one. And it's just kind of disappointing that, you know what I'm saying, I hear from you guys didn't even hear about it. It's like, yo, you should be pushing your shit. And like Crackdown. What happened with Crackdown?
Yeah, I never heard of it until it was on Game Pass, but I didn't get Game Pass till recently.
Crackdown fell off, though. I mean, in realistic, like if you're,
it fell off, but Microsoft wasn't pushing it, and this is Microsoft has a history of this generation. They have a history of not supporting their games, and when they know their games are dog shit, when they know for a fact the game's gonna do a bad on like a Metascore, they don't. The game comes out and you stop hearing about it. Then you start hearing about the next thing. Well, what happened to this? Bleeding Edge was the news a couple months ago, right? I remember people pushing Xbox, pushing Bleeding Edge like there was no other. Oh, we have this tech, we have that, we have this. Crickets now.
Yo, shout out Mr. Woodcock in the chat. Hell. One word. That's it. Hell.
Shout out to you.
Bleeding Edge. What I'll say for that one is, I mean, that. All right. So if you're competitive multiplayer, you're going to like certain type of games. You know, like some people like these hero-based games where everyone's slightly different, but still the same. And the only thing that's really going to differentiate you is, you know, the abilities that you have and things like that. Other people are going to like those, like Call of Duties, where it's just team deathmatch type of multiplayer. So, and then other people are going to like games like where it's like Destiny, where it's like you have raids and shit like that. So it's to say that, you know, this was just a big fail because people didn't play it is not necessarily a valid point, because this is only appealing to people who like games like Overwatch, who like games like League of Legends,
which is a huge population.
It is, but doesn't necessarily mean that like this is going to do it for them after playing one of these way bigger ones.
But what I'm asking is, like, as an Xbox player, and this is a first-party studio game, why, and especially being all multiplayer, you know, Xbox the multiplayer box, how come no love for Bleeding Edge? And by the way, I just want to tell you guys, Bleeding Edge got a 66 on Metacritic.
Ew, gross.
Maybe doesn't that explain it then? People were not playing because the game wasn't that good.
Yeah, I mean,
it
people are gonna play games,
but it's also generic at the same time. So when it comes down to one of those hero-based games, you really got to make it stand out in order for people to play it. So I
feel you. I feel and I agree with you. I'm just saying this is an Xbox first-party studio coming out with an all-multiplayer game, and I ain't hear shit from nobody talking about it, hearing about it.
I also didn't know what a first-party game was until you told me a few months ago.
Fair. But still, as an Xbox guy, you got to know who the fuck is under Microsoft. Because I know you damn well knew it when Bungie was under them. So, same concept. I'm just saying, I think Microsoft shouldn't, put out games that are subpar, number one. Like, you're gonna cancel Scalebound, right? Like, for what? For State of Decay? For Crackdown 3? Come on. All those games are fucking ass. I'm trying to say, like, quality control. Microsoft, you guys listening? Stop putting out shitty games. Maybe Xbox will support your shit.
Take your time with it. You know what I mean? Take your time. Get some real developers. You know, write out a story. You know, throw some love in the mix. That's all you guys got to do, man. I mean, PlayStation's been putting out bangers upon bangers upon bangers upon bangers. It's like beating a dead horse.
I hope they just keep up. You know, I hope they keep up for you. Because what's going to happen when you just hear silence?
What silence? What silence? We own you guys to the end of this year, to the end of next year. I don't know. Maybe
we don't know to the end of the next year. We don't know we know there's going to be more announcements. There has to be.
look, listen, man. Maybe y'all need to lay off the Pookie or whatever y'all hitting right now. Lay off the water, because literally at this point, y'all just gotta admit y'all willing to die on this hill, and it's not even a hill anymore. We done blown it up. It's just a crater. We turned that hill into a crater. It's over.
I'm just saying, support your console, support your first party studios so they can come out with it.
I ain't about supporting a fucking business. I'll support playing with my friends. Fuck that dumbass shit.
If that's the case, where you got more friends, where there's more chances to meet friends.
So now I gotta get a play. No, I'm telling you, when I get a PlayStation, I'll play with y'all. No problem.
Well, I do.
I don't want to be your friend.
You're its friend. All right, switching gears, and still related. Let's talk some stats, right? We all like talking numbers on this podcast. So we found out today, and I'm gonna bore you guys with I'm gonna spare you guys with the boring numbers. I'm gonna just let you know the juicy fat one. Pause. PlayStation has shipped officially 113 million PS4 units. So what PlayStation effectively have done is they put their balls on the table and said, everyone, look, y'all got owned. It's okay. We love y'all. Mm-hmm. PlayStation.
On the back. Look, y'all got a participation trophy. They kissed you on the forehead because you're a little boy. That's all it was.
I was okay. We come with the smoke tonight. This has been a busy news week.
Whoa. You just quoted a 6ix9ine lyric, so I don't condone that here.
Okay.
Oh, damn, yeah.
Apologies.
For disrespect. That's it.
So, all right. Are we not going to talk about the 49 million? Or we'll round up. We'll say 50 million versus 113. We going to talk about that?
Let's go ahead and talk about it. How that affects me in no way.
That's helping me. You know how many Xboxes I have under my belt right now? You know how much money I'm going to make? That's working in my favor.
I'm not hearing no arguments over here.
Honestly,
these are things that don't affect me. So like I don't see the issue.
Well, it does affect you. It does affect you. You just don't see how it affects you. It affects you because you guys selling way less is going to affect the mind share. It's going to affect.
See, that's the thing. I don't follow the mind share. I do my thing.
All right. I'm going to give you an example.
It's following the crowd shit, yo. I'm not about that life.
iTrip. You do your thing, and then your friends are going to do another. So are you going to, from a guy who likes to play with his friends, are you going to stay on the sinking ship, or are you going to jump where the mind share is?
I'm going to stay playing with my friends.
But
then I'm gonna get the other system and play with another group of friends. That's the game plan.
That's fair. I just want to give one example. So this is how it affects you. So it affects you because, again, like we said, we want exclusives.
You want exclusives for Xbox?
No. Every Xbox, man, you might be in the minority.
I'm definitely in the minority in this.
Every Xbox person I know wants more exclusives for the games, right? And y'all are getting exclusives, they just have them in quality. Now, how it affects you by having less people playing on your console is, remember that whole thing about, we'll give y'all a game and then the next Elder Scrolls is going to be exclusive. Here's why that's not going to happen if you don't have mindshare. If you guys are getting crushed in sales this next generation, Microsoft literally will not, and we're not talking. Actually, no. Let me step back. Not Microsoft. Xbox will not be able to afford having all these devs and studios paying them if they're not making money. So what they're going to do? They're going to say, okay, well, this is coming out on PlayStation because they got X amount of million people over there. We have to. But
you're forgetting this is Microsoft.
You're talking about money, and that's all Xbox is about.
Xbox is not Microsoft. Xbox is a piece of Microsoft.
Xbox is all about money. Trust me, I've got an Xbox. I've noticed it.
That's not good to say. That's not a redeeming quality of Xbox, though.
No, but I've known this since day one, and I'm okay.
Fight from your press.
I know. As much as I hate corporations and shit, I know, right?
You would seem like the most PlayStation guy ever. But no, I'm just saying, if the shoe was on the other foot, if you guys had the mindshare going to this next generation and had a couple tens of million over Sony, guess what? Microsoft is going to do all exclusives because they're saying, hey, yeah, we're only missing out on maybe 30, 40, 50 million on that side, but we have 110, we have 113, 120. So it's like we can afford to do it because it doesn't make a difference. We have the mind share, we have the people. We're trying to make less people go on the other side. So it's like that's how mind share is going to help you guys, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, it's again, it's just a stat. It was released today, Sony quarterly call. It just kind of shows you like, damn, we in 7 years, technically this would have outpaced the PS2. The only thing is with the PS2 that sold 150 million is it was on sale for another 3 years. So
I'm wondering how many consoles are they going to have at release day versus Xboxes?
Well, I'll tell you right now, just on pre-orders alone, they've already doubled Xbox.
Well, I'm not saying pre-order, but they could very well just destroy all of their stock with their pre-orders, So I'm wondering if how much stock they have set aside for after launch day versus Xbox. I would really love to know those numbers, but
yeah. Well, just to give you some context, they're both the same on that side. So like, as we all know, pre-orders on both sides are sold out. Launch day, there will be consoles for both sides out. So this whole time they've been just producing. I mean, that's. I think the more interesting question is how do sales once we get past February, right? February, it's riding on from the holiday to tax season, right? Everyone's buying their shit. Now, I think the better question is what happens after February? Because after February is where you're going to see the split, right? Because now the holidays are over. Everyone who wanted to get it for Christmas got it. Everyone who wanted to get it from the tax money got it. At that point, it's to say, okay, casuals, where are casuals going? Once there's stock available and it's not sold out and it's not something you have to overpay on eBay for, then the conversation gets a little more interesting because then it shifts to where are people buying? Are people going to switch back? Are people going with their friends are going? Are people going to break? Are people going to just say, hey, you know what? Even though you guys are over here, one or two dudes from my crew are going to PlayStation. I think I'm just going to jump ship, or vice versa. So that's going to be more interesting to me to see where the split happens, on either side.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it.
I'm excited to see it too. Next topic, I want to talk about Phil Spencer hinting at this Xbox streaming stick. Again, nothing confirmed, but there are multiple sources saying that there could be a possibility of an xCloud streaming stick where essentially think a Chromecast, Amazon Fire Stick, you put it behind your TV, hook up to the HDMI with a power source, and
oh my god, take it with you anywhere.
Yeah,
I want to hear y'all opinion on it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so, I mean, what do you mean? It's dope because you see, this is where I feel like Phil Spencer's trying to go with the whole situation. He wants he wants all of our games, cross compatible. He's trying to make the games more playable for everyone. So I mean, I'm not mad at him for that.
It's one less Ethernet cable.
You may not get the most powerful gaming out of this Chromecast. I mean, but then again, it's going to be based off of streaming, so it's going to be interesting. And all you need is a controller, which you already have because they're making them cross generational. So keep your same accessory. You buy this nice little, and I'm pretty sure I read inside of that article that they were considering making that Chromecast stick part of the Ultimate Game Pass. So
Game Pass Ultimate, and then like it'll come with it, or or you vice versa. You buy the device and it comes with Game Pass.
This goes back to what we were saying. This goes back to things we've said in past episodes, man. It's them they're trying to be Disney Plus. They're trying to be HBO Max.
Imagine not having to download the games ever, waiting for that shit. Soon it's going to be plug that shit in and run it.
Soon it's going to be available for consumption on your television.
Oh my god!
As a smart TV app, you know what I mean? Like I could see it getting there, But the thing is,
they'll make more money on the stick.
The console at that point.
But yeah, I mean, that sounds incredibly convenient. I hate downloading games. I'm constantly switching games because these motherfuckers. That helps. That helps me.
Here's my only thing on that. We're assuming a lot.
Yeah, you guys like to go off the speculation and rumor like crazy. I know.
Well, no. I mean, counselor. That's all we had.
Yeah, I only talk about where I can see it going. You know, if it doesn't go there,
if there was a possibility, yeah, I could see that blowing up.
You never know. I think they're trying to be like a Disney Plus, HBO Max.
We know they are. We know they are. But I think the more important thing that everyone's not really
like Netflix. Netflix is that real.
What everyone's not looking at is this isn't Netflix where you can watch it from a 20 megabyte down thing. What you guys are not looking at is to stream games, right? And this is current to stream games. We're all also definitely assuming that people have strong enough internet connection to run these
300 megs, bro. Fucking bring it.
No, I'm just saying. Not everyone has. We
just got this shit.
Yeah, we live close to cities and stuff. If you're in the middle of some place in Arkansas. If you're in Ohio or some random mid of nowhere place, and maybe all you got is 20 megs down.
Got that satellite.
I mean, at that point, then you got to go console. Like this is just providing an option.
Yeah, this is an option for people that can. That's simply all it is.
Well, that's where also where 5G
if you have no internet.
But then again, look, what I do like about this is he's marketing almost like, in a sense, 3 different tiers of a gaming system. You have like a super, super cheap, affordable one, which would be that Chrome stick kind of Fire Stick thing.
I thought you said Series S.
No. Because theoretically, in the future, I'm more talking in the future, and with this speculation being a part of it, you would have that Chromecast being at the bottom, you would have your Series S in the middle, and then you would have your big powerhouse as this Series X. So I think, he's trying to create like a multi-level, kind of like how iPhone's doing it, like you can now get 3 different iPhones, like the mini, the normal, and then the Max. So it's like,
and then different price variations on that.
Exactly. Yeah. And there's different price points for different people because not all of us are as fortunate as each other. So, at the end of the day, the fact that he's making these things more accessible to gamers is actually a blessing in disguise. Like Sony is making you buy that PlayStation 5. Otherwise, you're obsolete.
There's exclusives and
exactly. But at the end of the day, not everyone can afford a PlayStation 5, and that kind of sucks at the same time.
That's true. Dollar sign. I know you were trying to chime in there. We lost you. What were you saying?
No, I'm saying like those remote areas that don't have good internet connection. I'm sorry. That's gonna be where the 5G really shines, right? Once you start putting up those 5G towers, people can get those connections. Like right now, I think T-Mobile and Verizon are starting to offer home internet using network antennas.
Yep. I mean, the tech is going to get out there. I don't know how much I feel about like 5G at home, like running multiplayer games. We'll see.
I mean 5G can reach up to 1,000 up down. That's like the best internet right there.
That's in ideal situations, though. Not during peak hours, not during. Yeah, there's a lot of factors, right?
Yeah, I mean, millimeter wave has a lot of limitations today, but that might not be true a few years down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like right now, I think you lose like a lot of your bandwidth through a window. It's like, how is that even possible?
Yeah, I mean, again, tech it takes time to evolve, so we'll see what happens. Again, it's all speculation. It's just rumors we're hearing about this little streaming stick. I think we all could picture it happening. It just really, well, we have to see. Let's switch topics real quick. I'm not a fan of this topic, but let's talk about GameStop, and they have a Flex Play program, right? So the reason why I say that it's not the most ideal situation is because essentially what GameStop is trying to do is what Xbox is also doing, is they're trying to sell you a system where you don't have to pay everything up front, and you're essentially financing. So me personally, I'm come from a banking background, and I can tell you right now, if you get a loan for something, whatever amount you're getting a loan for, by the time you're done paying off that loan, you've paid way more money. So the example they pulled up with FlexPlay is if you buy an Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5 at $500, over 2 years, that $500 box cost you $1,200. Now, of course, you didn't put any money up front. You're getting a system day one. You don't have to put in the money, but you're still buying games. You're still buying accessories, possibly. So, what do you guys think about this? I mean, should we?
Can you pay it off sooner?
Yeah, any loan you could pay off sooner, but again,
that's some
they don't want you to worry about it. But I'll tell you like this: coming from a banking perspective, while I did get that question,
I mean, that's how all loans are, but
yeah, exactly. Like, can I pay it off early? Well, yeah, you can pay it off early, or you can just pay $30 a month.
Smash that shit quick.
Well,
go in there with no, but just to piss people off. Go in there, pay nothing, walk right out, pay. Yeah, okay. Well, but I hate GameStop, so I'm not doing that shit. Fuck that.
Yeah. Well, Xbox is also offering something similar. I don't know when it comes to rates and stuff like that. I know $, you were trying to actually get into that program for the Series X, right?
Yeah. I mean, if it's 0 interest, then I don't see the harm.
Oh yeah, I mean, if it's 0 interest, but if you don't have the best credit and you want to get your hands on one of these next gen consoles,
then you probably shouldn't be buying this next gen console.
That is a
they're trying to put it in your hands regardless.
I just saw.
Yeah, but you need to be fixing them priorities.
I saw this funny meme earlier today where it was like, if your credit score, if your credit score is higher than the cost, if is lower than the cost of the next gen console, then you don't need to get it.
Yeah,
facts.
That's true.
Woo! Give people a run for their money.
That's a good one right there.
Literally, like
Damn.
you're paying $1,200. I think it's again a scam. I think it's messed up. Again, I agree with you, but they're taking advantage of the people who aren't financially responsible, who can't just.
No, it's hooking them up. I mean, bro, remember that's how all.
How are you hooking them up?
Things are like that's how. I mean, every single loan ever since ever, they know what they're doing. Like they understand that. It's just they don't have the money right then and there. This is to give them a chance to play if they're on a budget like that. That's all it is.
So John Lau, he said, "What's your beef with GameStop?" I'm lost. So here's my beef.
Oh no, yeah, they fucked me good when I try to return some games. That's all. They didn't spit or nothing. They said, "All right, just go ahead, pull them down." And send me on my way.
No,
they didn't ask for my fucking number, yo.
I want to re-explain it to him. So essentially, what's going on is just how you can always buy a console from GameStop, right, for $500 or $400, whatever the console costs. Now they're offering an option for people who don't have that money up front. So instead of having to put the bread up front, you can finance it, right? So it's like, oh, here, $30 a month, right? Cool. All right, cool. $30 a month, you forget about it. While idealistically, yeah, we'll pay off the loan quick. Once they got you locked in, like how often do you pay your phone?
Right away.
Right away.
Oh yeah, I get a little text. Hey, you can pay your phone for the next bill. Oh, okay, let me do that.
But again, coming from someone who sold phones for 5 years, no one, even though everyone knew they had the option to pay it off, guess what? Things come up. Yeah, I know I could put $100 extra to my phone, but I need that $100 for this. I'm putting that towards the trip. Like, essentially, they're trying to just get you in there and saying, yeah, you can pay it off, and we'll make it.
Hoping for that, but
they're hoping that you don't pay it off. Essentially.
Oh yeah, of course they are. Fucking right.
John Law said 30 days.
John Law said 30 days.
Yeah, I mean, again, 30-day return or pay it off in 30 days. Either way, if you pay it off early, then yeah, you're taking advantage of the fact that you can finance something and then you're gonna pay it off quick. That's
absolutely the point. You're fucking right. That's great.
Ideal, but guess what? If I work at GameStop, I'm gonna just tell you, hey, just buy it then. I want the guy who's gonna pay it off in 2 years so I can make $1,200.
No, then they tell him, fuck you. I'll see you in 2 weeks. That's what you tell them.
But the thing is, there's people like that are going to be taken advantage of. You know what I mean? We can't.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's the goal of it. 100%.
This is definitely not a consumer friendly option.
It's pictured that way, but it's not not behind the scenes what they want.
Yeah, it looks consumer friendly.
Yeah.
On the front, but then like once you get it, you're like, oh damn. Essentially, you're never going to pay it back, right?
Yeah. No, you'll pay it back if this is a long way, yeah.
Exactly. So I think what CoolHand was trying to say is like, well, yeah, it is another option, but it's just like we didn't have this option before, and now they're kind of taking advantage of gamers, right? GameStop needs that money. Hey, we'll get you. You want a console? Yep. Let me get your social security. Let me get your date, address, all that shit. Let's get you signed up for a credit card. Like it's just an option that I don't think we needed in gaming. Okay, phone. Okay, this, that, laptop.
At this point, I'm begging, I'm praying, and I'm hoping that there's another company out there that can rival GameStop. You know what I mean? Like, bring me something.
That Hollywood Video.
All right. Hollywood Video was the shit. Again,
I'm sleeping on Blockbuster, yo.
Nah, I still got my grandma's Blockbuster card. RIP grandma. Still got that junk. And there is one I think it was the one in Deadpool, right? Is the last
they turned it to an Airbnb?
Yeah.
What?
They turned that last Blockbuster into an Airbnb that you can now rent, and just like there's like a bed in there, and then you have a giant TV, and then you have all those Blockbusters around you.
And it's not expensive to stay in there either.
It's like, oh, this is in Deadpool. It's like, oh shit. That's a selling point.
Wasn't it like Alaska or something? The last Blockbuster?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, guys, I wish we had more time because we definitely have had a couple more topics. We're just creeping up on that 2-hour mark.
Oregon. Last Blockbuster is in Oregon.
Yeah, that sounds right.
There you go. So we are going to start winding down the show, guys. Again, appreciate everyone for being here, for rocking with us. To the people who've been coming back week after week, honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, we really appreciate you. And again, let yourself be known in the chat. We want to get to know our regulars and stuff like that. This whole experience on this podcast has been amazing, and just having you guys here, to share this with it makes it that much more worth it. So shout out to y'all again. Appreciate the subs, the views, all that. And everyone in here, you know who you are. So yeah, just to kind of start wrapping things up. We'll go ahead and move to our outros. $, what are you playing right now, man? And where can they find you?
Yeah, so right now I've really been feeling that Ghost of Tsushima Legends. I'm raid ready. I really want to knock out a Nightmare Survival. Maybe we can do that later tonight.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, but I mean, mostly that. Some, a little Fortnite and Destiny and some Fallen Order sprinkled in. But mostly Ghost of Tsushima these days.
Okay. And everyone, just so you know, $, his contact information is in the description down below and up on the screen right now. So make sure to catch him there. iTrip, what are you playing right now, and where can they find you?
Fuck am I playing? Oh, yeah, I'm about to start grinding out Fortnite, try to get that Iron Man. That's not good. That I'm playing that, Destiny, and Paladins is here and there, but yeah, mainly Fortnite now. I need to get that shit.
Okay, and where can they find you?
At iTrip2_ on Twitter and iTrip2 on the box.
Yeah,
and we see Third Boss on Instagram.
Okay. You start
Yeah, eventually.
I got to put you on the spot, man, because you know what I'm saying.
Eventually. You guys need to hear the shit I be saying to people. I will eventually.
iTrip is a very entertaining character, man. We want to start a stream because I think you'd have. I would literally send you all the tips, super chats if you started a series called like Xbox guy playing PlayStation games for the first time. I would pay money to see that. But anyways, shout out to you, iTrip.
Appreciate you.
CC, what are you playing right now, man? Where can they find you?
I've been saying it the past few weeks. I've been playing that Fortnite. I'm grinding that Hollow skins, man. I need them. I'm at 150 right now. I feel like I've been grinding.
Yeah, that's when you start the next tier, right? The gold ones?
Yeah, I just got into the gold tier, so I'm getting there. I'm excited. But you can catch me on Xbox at Budzslightyear, IG 2020 WRX STI. It's in the chat at the bottom. We got my Twitter at CC1. I actually started streaming this week as well. So catch me on Twitch with the same Twitter tag.
Where?
Please
Shout out
drop
to
a
you,
follow
man.
too. I'm trying to get that affiliate.
Yeah, let's get him to affiliate. Yeah, if you want, drop your Twitch in the chat. But yeah, so moving on. Cool Hand, what are you playing right now? I know what you playing right now, but what are you playing with? Where can they follow you?
Man, if you know, then I'm gonna tell them right now. I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima online. I'm at 110. We ready for this raid. Let's go. Raid tomorrow. We gonna grind out Nightmare Survival tonight with $sign and Nova. Y'all can find me at CoolHandCruz on everything: Twitter, Instagram, and soon to be on Twitch. And that's it. Just don't sleep on it.
All right. And last but not least, y'all know where to find me right here on this channel every week. You can follow me at Nova Insomniac. I'm gonna throw it up on the screen right now. Follow me at Nova Insomniac on Twitter. Also, I do again a show with Mooch and Crap every Sunday called the MNC Show. It's a great show. Shout out to them, and we got some exciting news coming up very soon. We do have a guest or guests coming on the show really soon. I think that show is going to do crazy numbers. So shout out to everyone supporting us while we're still small. Because, y'all going to be the first to
we're coming for your neck.
We're going to show you all that love once we get a little bit bigger. I do remember names, so I remember every one of you. Shout out to y'all again. And yeah, catch us next week, guys. Same time, same place, 7 o'clock, Thursdays. Insomniacs Podcast. You already know. Don't sleep, guys.
Don't sleep.
Don't sleep.
Peace.